Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good affy, and welcome to a bit of the Elder Scrolls for Oblivion, or rather, the Shivering Isles, where today we're going to be continuing our time in Dementia. I think I managed to figure out that book.
See that you do so immediately. This is the one task which you were assigned. If you cannot complete it, you will be removed. Are we clear?
I will. I want to see Syl dead just as much as you do. She cannot be allowed to survive after what she's done. It's despicable.
Good. I shall expect a progress report soon. And keep your head down. The Inquisitor must not become involved.
What?
Blessings, citizen. What do you want? I hope for your sake you are not accusing me of anything. Did you? And you have proof of this? No, you don't, do you? Well, then you'll get nothing out of me. Oh, thank you. Walk with our Lord.
Ah, you again. Have you seen any of Mazada's things? A shiny spoon or a broken... Can't find them. I told you, I don't know anything. You can't prove a thing. What? It's for the good of Crucible. You must see that. Please, spare me. I'll do anything. You don't know, do you? She's kept it a secret even from you. She and Thaden, they've been meeting in secret. They've been doing things together, consorting. You understand me? It cannot be permitted. She must be stopped.
So, if you can't vote Malrine, it doesn't work. You talk to this guy though.
I don't know.
1 second.
Besides Melrine, she is taking orders from someone, but won't tell me who. If I find out, will you promise to spare me?
Better that way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You are too kind. I shall bring you names, I promise.
Okay.
Meet me in my house tomorrow at midnight. I'll have the information for you. The workers in Felmore aren't too happy with Sindanwe. They've agreed to help you already. Torturing me further will do you no good. Goodbye.
So I gotta meet him at midnight, so might as well rent a room.
I'm sorry to trouble you again, but I think the cure has worn off. I feel the cold grasp of death sneaking up on me once more. Would you please get some more aqua nostrum from Knotty Bramble for me? Oh, you're too kind. Here is the empty flask again.
You can stay at the Choosy Beggar in Bliss, but I wouldn't.
Sleepy, are you? Be careful, you might be ill. Or dying. You never know. If you insist on sleeping, there's a bed for 20 gold a night. Very well. Go through that door up the stairs and it'll be the first door on the right. Sleep well if you can. You've got the best room I can offer. If you stop feeling ill for any reason, please consider shortening your stay. Okay.
So we'll rest up. Meet him tomorrow at midnight. Thereabouts. some reason, the console version, at least on the Xbox version, when you rested, the game would actually skip ahead 1 hour. So like, it shouldn't really be 11:40 now. I don't think it should be 12:40, at least in that version, as I say. Oh, while we're here, let's just quickly stop by the Museum of Oddities.
There used to be a pygmy skull here. I was sure of it. My very first oddity. I couldn't have imagined that, could I? Oh, well, let's move on.
I think that's one there. A pygmy skull.
Is this your first time to the museum? Perhaps you would care for a tour. I am the curator of the Museum of Oddities, Una Omnia. Have we met? You look familiar. Anyway, I'm always looking for new exhibits, so remember me when you come across anything odd. Would you like a tour of the museum? Wonderful. Follow me and I'll show you around my little collection of oddities.
Can you do this to pass the
Look
time?
closely and you'll see a tiny skull. These pygmies used to live in the Shivering Isles until they were all eaten by grummates. Here's a real oddity for you, an arm of one of the gatekeepers. This one was killed by... oh, I forget now. A lovely specimen in any case. Up here is a little beauty. The Ring of Desiccation. Walk on water and breathe underwater at the same time. Odd, if you think about it for a minute. Here is... well, I think there used to be something very odd here, but it seems to be missing now. Let's move on. You know, I always walk over here thinking there's another exhibit, but there never is. Oh, silly. This case is waiting for something especially odd. If you run across anything odd, be sure to bring it by, and it might end up in this place. I could have sworn that I used to keep something very odd on this shelf. Oh well. Let's move on. Yes, I've been meaning to put something here, but it seems I haven't gotten around to it. Although I distinctly remember preparing an exhibit. Well, this case seems to be empty. Strange. I'm sure that yesterday... my memory just isn't what it used to be. Let's see what else we can find. Were you in here last week? Wasn't there an exhibit in this case? Oh well, I must just be going senile. As you can see, I have plenty of space here for new oddities, so think of me when you run across anything odd. I think something's missing from this shelf. Or it could be just my old brain playing tricks on me again. Oh well, let's continue the tour, shall we?
So as you can tell, these are all the places where we can have our oddities.
Oh, that's strange. Welcome to the Museum of Oddities. Let me know if you'd like a tour of our exhibits. I'm always looking for new oddities to add to my collection. Anything unusual, bizarre, strange or disturbing, bring it to me. I do pay a nominal finder's fee, but of course the real reward is your contribution to posterity. Do you have anything that you'd like to contribute to the museum?
So I can offer a deformed swamp tentacle. So this is one of the things that you can find by looting random alchemical ingredients. So like I think 1 in 200, like 1 in like 400 swamp tentacles are deformed swamp tentacles. So you give that, and that's an oddity.
Wonderful! Looking at the tentacle, I'm not sure whether to be disgusted or terrified. Just the kind of thing I'm looking for.
I didn't realise I had this many oddities. 180
Have
gold.
you found a new oddity that you'd like to contribute to the museum? Oh my, that is odd. I've never even heard of such a thing before. We'll find a nice place for it here in the museum. Have you found a new oddity that you'd like to contribute to the museum? What a perfect little oddity. Just strange enough that it makes you go, but not so strange as to become a miracle or an omen. Have you found a new oddity that you'd like to contribute to the museum? Don't be discouraged. Some people just have better luck than others in finding oddities. I'd buy my weapons at Cutter's. She has a way with blades. Would you? That's fine. Feel free to look around on your own. See you.
Oh. That's the deformed swan tentacle there. Might need to borrow that later.
My favorite picture.
That's the houndtooth key.
Anything odd to show me?
And is there the soul tomato anywhere? Doesn't appear to be on any of those shelves. Or in there. So this is a bedroom, so I don't think there's going to be anything in here. Where has the soul tomato gone?
I hope you're enjoying the museum.
There it is. Ooh. Very ominous indeed. So, that's the Museum of Oddities, where we can get a nice bit of gold. Oh dear. Standing stones. Lorraine's ceremonial short sword and a crinkle note. I love this song. Very soothing. And sorrowful. I liked hearing it in Broomer of all places. Or the Anvil. It's very calming. I haven't got much time. She is coming for me. Now Lorraine asked me to hold on to this sword, so that I should give it to Anya and have her do the deed, but Anya wouldn't. Now maybe it can find a better use as evidence. Syl will recognize it. Maureen is in charge. She's the one telling their Lorraine what to do. If I'm not around, I hope this is enough evidence to bring her in. I hope I'm alive to see it. Unfortunately, not.
How may I serve? How may I serve? What do you want? You have no proof. You cannot hold me accountable for anything. And with it, you'll do what? I'm not even the one you want. Maureen is behind it. You'll need solid proof to pin it on her. You already know my part in this. There is nothing more to say. walk with our Lord.
Do we have to go to the Dark City's headquarters? Nope. We just gotta go through here. Where's this one to take me? Oh, a faded note and a sunken urn key. Oh, bugger. You stupid bastard, John. Right, let's try that again. This time, don't launch the fucking key. Right, let's take the key first of all. I don't think I'll live much longer. My wine supply is thinning, only one bottle left. Beneath's wine is worthless, and I've lasted longer than Nalbark. I'd go back home to resupply, but Bryther, that maggot, has stolen my house. It's not just him, though. It's also the others. I can't leave the safety of the roof. They have a plan for me. I can see it in their eyes. Goldana here will cut out all of them. They don't know I'm up here watching. Not much longer, though. At least they won't find me on my stash. I've put all my favourite things in an urn and sunken it in the sewage near the Benice's dive. I think I'll drink the last bottle to celebrate. Roof water wine. Remote manipulation. And scruffy shoes. I think that's what I'm trying to like, he launched himself into the air. Or he got his shoes from down there or something. Yeah, launched himself out of his socks or something, I don't know. There's little, in-jokes around and such, so... Ring of Light. Fur gauntlets and bones. I don't get it. What ring am I wearing at the moment? Ring of Minor Body. Okay, what ring can I take off? If I wear this now, what's going to happen? Anything? Nope. I thought it might illuminate someone invisible. Ring of Perfection and... In fact, no. Flex spell, one day ring as well. So then the sewage, there should be an urn back here. Because this is Benice's. Unless it's down here, there it is. I think, oh sorry, no, no mind.
Yes?
Oh, hello. Nice to speak to you.
Put that torch away. Do you want people to see us talking? I'm glad you came. So, are you interested in earning some loot? Great. There's a simple task. Yes, a simple task that you must perform. This life, it's too painful. Everywhere I look, I see death, dying and decay. And when I dream, I see a world without sunshine. I'm constantly on the verge of retching up, falling asleep, or screaming at someone who doesn't deserve it. I'm just so fed up with it all. Have you seen those miserable souls on the Hill of Suicides?
Do you think that kind of existence is any better than this? No. You must kill me. I don't necessarily want to see it coming. And I want to die here in the city so all these people finally believe me. I don't wish they were nicer. You probably want to do it without spectators, though, so you don't get in trouble. Best to make it look like an accident. But remember, I don't want to see it coming. Take me unaware. Well, that's up to you, I suppose. I'm gonna go about my daily life, such as it is, as if nothing has changed. Make your move when you wish, but please do it soon. Oh, that. When you kill me, take the key to my house. Nothing really worth taking, except what's locked up in the jewelry box. You can have that. Okay. I'm going to pretend everything is normal. Make your move as soon as you can, but let me get away first so I don't know it's coming. Stop! Take me unaware! Not like this! Please, no! Okay. I'm going to pretend.
So apparently there's an urn here. We're going to help this guy later. Well, I say help. Let's talk about the Hill of Suicide. So, Sheogorath believes that no one should be able to escape his gift of madness. If you kill yourself because you've gone mad, like, it's like your own fault sort of thing, and like that's a horrible, horrible thing. I suppose if you want to take the Elder Scrolls a bit more seriously, that's kind of, you know, why it does make Sheogorath a bad villain, but it makes him considerably less funny. He is a dangerous person. I can't find this in. I'll look for it later. If I just one last look, maybe. It's probably right in front of me. Okay. Let's go to where we need to. And the thing is that like with this guy, you can't really help him as such. Like he either kills himself and ends up on the Hills of Suicide, which is not ideal. He just carries on his miserable life with, and you can't help him get out of this place. You can't say, oh, by the way, the door is open, you can just go out and go to the other world. No. Uncle Lee, just friendly.
By the nine divines, can't a woman get a moment to herself?
Hello there. I just finished a lovely conversation with Uncle Leo. It seems he's not feeling well today. Lost an arm. The Ballywog are known to carry swamp fever. I see you've done quite a bit of work to track me down. Yes, I orchestrated it. Syl deserves to die a painful death for turning on all of us and consorting with our enemies. Go ahead, do what you will. Nothing matters now. Haven't you got what you need? Shouldn't you be running off to tattle like a good little servant? Bye.
You can't help this guy. It's just that, like, oh, yeah, this is it. Sorry, you shit out of luck.
Mad God's blessings. Walk with our Lord.
Sometimes I come up here to think. Everything looks so small from up here. Makes me feel better, you know? Like I'm not so small myself. That feeling only lasts a little while. And I start thinking about how miserable everything is. Then all I want to do is step off the ledge. I can't just jump. Don't want to end up on the hill. But I hope that someday, maybe, a big gust of wind will come and push me off, so I can end it all. What?
Mad God's blessings. Happens all the time.
What was that? Okay, let's just go through this.
Sometime. What?
They ought to put up a railing. That happens all the time.
And that's it. That's the way you help Hearus.
How may I serve?
Cats everywhere.
Yeah. And like the thing is that it's kind of. I know people are gonna get up my ass about this, but like I really do think it's like insensitive. Of like we knew that suicide was a very troublesome subject at the time. Like, suicide awareness is going up and up and up, but again, the Elder Scrolls is really just glib about, hey, we're just gonna fucking kill someone because they're having a bad time, and like we're not actually given the option to help them. Ring of Happiness. Feather, 25 points of self, light 5 points of self, water walking on self, and 45 personality. Now if I could have helped him, maybe give him that ring or whatever, that'd be something else, but even then... I've wanted to die for quite some time. Things just aren't going right. Never have gone right, really. No one seems to care either, nor even anyone seems to notice. Not that I have much to say, even if someone wanted to be my friend. Make a lousy friend anyway. Probably even a boring the person reading this. It's like boring myself. Not that anyone will this far, but oh, if they do. If they do, then that means I've granted my greatest wish, to be released from this mortal coil. This isn't a suicide, no, that would mean I've taken my own life. And we all know what that means. Who wants that kind of existence, to be reborn on a hill every day, be said as if nothing ever happened? It's even worse than life I'm living. Life I've lived. Yes, 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 I'm sure I'm happy now. Dead me. But me writing this note isn't happy at all. Never been really happy, really. Anyway, the purpose of this note is to say to the man or woman who's killed me, thank you. All I really wanted is this queer little ring. Said I reminded him of his dead son. I guess I resemble his dead son even more now. He said it would make me happy, lift the weight of the world off my shoulders or some such. Come to think of it, it's the only time anyone has ever given me anything. Personally, I think the thing is worthless. Just like me. I tried it for a while, the happiness ring, but eventually couldn't wear it anymore. It made me feel odd, not myself. I don't like feeling that way, so I locked it away. It's pretty enough though. I might fetch a few gold coins at the merchant. So I did not leave much more behind, but my life never really amounted to much anyway, did it? It was very truly Heraclitumnus, deceased. So, let's say that we can give him the ring. Maybe we can convince him. That life is worth living and that things may be okay. It's okay, right. Can't lock him, never mind, so... oh, why not? Let's see the physics. There. So, yeah. So he can't be helped. Great. I know the Elder Scrolls doesn't have to say anything about suicide, it's not under any obligation to, you know, do anything, really. As I say, I just think the game's very happy-clappy at times, and then when it comes to serious topics like this, it's very disillusioned and uncaring. And not because of the tone, that's not intentional, it really is because the writers just thought it was good for a laugh.
What news do you have to report, Inquisitor? Have you found who is responsible? Is that so? I shall have her brought to the torture chamber at once. Meet me there shortly.
Oh, that was quick.
Blessings of the Mad God. See you.
Chosen a side, little one. You'll get what's coming to you eventually.
But yeah,
You've confessed to attempting to kill me, I understand. The penalty for this treachery is death, and is to be carried out immediately. You see now what happens when those who oppose me fail, which they always do. I'm pleased with your work, Inquisitor. As a token of my appreciation, I shall spare your life and make you a courtier of dementia. In addition, accept this bow. May your enemies fear you and never know from where or with what enchantment you shall strike. The gatekeeper's been killed. This is only the first step. They'll be coming for me next. I'm watching.
I want the red fire for myself and I don't want to steal it. So that's
Do you have a business in the House of Dementia? This is preposterous. Were I in charge, the culprits would have been found and executed immediately. Take care.
Here we are, safe indoors. Nothing to harm us here, is there? You can find some good deals at things found. Rakshazzah has an interesting collection. Goodbye.
Right. We are now an honoured madman. Now, did she have a note? Marina, I can't remember handwritten notes. I've got Liturgy of the Duelists. Huh? So that was a fun time, wasn't it? The Chalice of Reversal, and over here there may be Inquisitor's Cage.
Yes, is there something you require? Enlightening as always.
Well, well, you've experienced both shades of madness. Wonderful. You seem fulfilled. Full of fill. Bursting at the seams. Seamless. Now, to the meat of your endeavor. The crux of the situation. The reason for your being here. And the likely cause of your death. You'll be stopping the Grey March, altering the course of events, breaking the cycle! A fly in the ointment, a new cause for a different effect. We're going to change things. No! Things will be different this time around. You'll be my champion. You'll grow powerful. You'll grow to be... me. Prince of Madness, a new Sheogorath. Or you'll die trying. I love that about you. A fair question. You won't really. At least I don't think so. But you'll have power. My power. Try not to lose it. It's a pain to replace. But for all intents and purposes, you'll be me. A me to fight the him. Since I won't be around. It's simple, really, if you don't think about it. Because you seem a nice enough sort, and you've made it this far. And if you don't, I'll swallow your soul and vomit it into the ever-filling chamber pot of the ageless. But mostly, because I asked nicely. Well, not here. Didn't I say that? I'm never here when Jiggalag walks. It's one of the rules. I've told you too much for now. Listen to me. Prattle on. I can see your mortal brain straining. We'll talk more later. Now, you've seen the great torch that burns brightly over New Shea. No, because it doesn't. It should, but it doesn't. You'll fix that. You'll go to Sylar and bring back the flame of Agnon to relight the torch. Oh, and take care with my minions at Sylar. In their eternal quest to please me, they're constantly fighting over Sylar. It can be tiresome, but really, it's divine. Divinely tiresome. Well, that's your problem now. Off with you. I don't want to see you again until the great torch is lit. I wouldn't want to have to hurt you much. Oh, don't forget to make use of dear Haskell. Between you and me, if he's not summoned 3 or 4 times a day, I don't think he feels appreciated. That's where you're going to get the flame of Agnon. Do you listen to anything I say? Do your ears work? If not, I can find use for them. Go and fetch the flame. Bring it to the Cecellum. Light the great torch.
How are you going to be me if you can't even do what me tells you? It's what's used to light the great torch. Haven't we covered this? You'll find it in Sylar, guarded by my saints and seducers. The great torch shines brightly above New Sheoth, a beacon of hope for all the citizens. Except it doesn't! It's gone out! Happens every time the Grey March begins, which it has. Makes all of my subjects uneasy, tense, on the sideway, some at least. We need to get that torch relit, or the place falls apart. Aren't you the curious one? You know what they say about curiosity, though, don't you? It killed the intrepid adventurer who really should just be doing exactly what I say at all times! You're going to stop the Grey March by becoming me. Or a version of me. Well, you'll be powerful. Powerful enough to stop Jigalag. He's on his way. So I'm on my way out. It's terribly inconvenient, don't you think? You're going to stop him, though. And the first thing to do is to make my people feel safe. Otherwise, they tend to go work for him. It's annoying to tell the truth. A bit hurtful. But they do it every time. Join up with the enemy and become priests of order.
That's where the priests of order come from, at least.
They're getting more active every day. Not a good sign. You know what would be a good sign? Free sweet rolls! Ho ho ho! Who wouldn't like that? Shut them down where you can, and make sure to kill the priest you see around them. If you don't, they can reactivate the obelisk. They're the worst of all. My own subjects, working for the enemy. It's enough to make an old Daedric prince get all weepy. It doesn't help that they're the ones who make the obelisks work. A little chanting, a little ritual, and poof, Knights of Order. Bad news. Kill them when you see them. But don't touch the corpse until they're really dead. Which they aren't until you deactivate the obelisk. Ah, come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
Very impressive. So I do like Sugarrath's dialogue, I do think it is funny, but again, it can be difficult to sort of appreciate that when, again, the whole suicide thing is treated the way it is. Just excuse me one moment. Right, sorry about that, I was just checking something about a quest for Oblivion. So apparently the means to talk to the mirror, the god, the Daedra Lord, who is all about repulsion, kind of needs to be spoken to when completely pissed out of one's skull. Spikes do no damage. So here we have the Dark Seducers, Vika, and the Golden State Tuna. We will decide who we're going to talk to.
Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of Holy Sylarn. My pardon, Lord. Receive this key, and with it free passage throughout the shrine of the Flame of Agnan. Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Maskin. The Armazalkana would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at the Altar of Rapture.
State your business. Sylarn is holy ground, unfit for mortals. Then you are free to enter the Shrine of the Flame of Agnon. This key will allow you passage through any door in Cylarn. The flame is lit from the shrine's 2 altars. Once the Orioles are driven out of Cylarn, it will be our pleasure to light the flame for Sheogorath. The Grukedric Ulfri will explain everything. You should speak to her at once.
My scouts reported no signs of the Madskin in the Underdeep. It's our best chance to take them unawares.
Too risky. It's likely to be a trap. They could cut us to pieces down there if they knew we were coming.
With all due respect, Armaz, I ask that you reconsider. The main passage is strongly defended. Perhaps if you'd allow me to scout further.
Enough! I've made my decision. We will attack down the main passage as planned. The Maskin will not withstand us.
How may I serve? Greetings, stranger. Are you here to help us drive the Maskin out of Cylarn? That's what we call ourselves. The most loyal and honorable servants of Sheogorath. The flame is only lit at the command of Sheogorath, from the altars of rapture and despair within the shrine itself. I'm sure that our Mazel Kana will be glad to help you once the Maskin are driven from the altar of despair. She commands the Orioles here at Cylarn. She has just arrived with reinforcements from Brellock to end this stalemate once and for all. The treacherous ones, the dark seducers of ill repute, whose every action drags Sheogorath's holy name through the mud. My scouts recently discovered another way through the ruins to the Altar of Despair. The Armazel Cannon wants to assault the altar down the main passage, but the Madskin are expecting us to come that way. They've strongly fortified the main passage against us. If we attacked through the Underdeep, we could take them by surprise. If only Canna would listen to me. An attack down the main passage will end the same as it always does. A glorious defeat. She thinks the Underdeep is a trap. It's true. If the Maskin knew we were coming that way, we wouldn't stand a chance. But I'm convinced the Maskin don't expect us to come that way. If we attacked in full force, we could take the Altar of Despair before they had a chance to react. If only I could make Canna see that. Our home and sanctuary here in the Shivering Isles. It is just there, at the top of these steps. You would pray for the blinding ecstasy, which is the ultimate reward for those in Sheogorath's service? Alas, we have not seen the Altar of Despair for many years. It is in the underground part of Cylarn, which is controlled by the Maskin. The Maskin do not even allow us free passage to worship there, which is one of the many reasons why they are unfit to continue to guard it. For Sheogorath's glory.
So, we have to decide what our plan of action is going to be.
Sheogorath's blessings.
Further down here, or just straight across there.
This is no place for a mortal. We are about to join battle against the Maskin. You'd best stand aside. My pardon, emissary. I am at your service. We are preparing to sweep the Maskin scum from Cylarn. Perhaps Sheogorath sent you to help us. Only the servants of Sheogorath can light the flame, by kindling the altars of despair and rapture which feed the flame. Alas, we hold only the altar of rapture. The treacherous Maskin hold the altar of despair. We must control both to light the flame. If you help us seize the altar of despair from the Maskin, I will be honored to kindle the flame of Agnon for my lord Sheogorath. The flame is fed from the Altar of Rapture and the Altar of Despair. Only servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars. Once we capture the Altar of Despair from the Maskin, it will be my great honor to light the flame for Lord Sheogorath. The only way to assault the Altar of Despair is down the main passage between the two altars. It will be difficult. The Maskin have fortified their position, but I am confident that with your help, we can defeat them. Will you help us retake the Altar of Despair and drive the Maskin out of Sylarn once and for all? Ah, Miryl's beloved surprise attack. A perfect example of why males do not hold command positions. He has failed to consider the risks of his plan. If the Maskin had prepared an ambush along that route, we would be slaughtered. We're better off storming the main passage, where our superior strength and blade work can come into play. Are you ready to help us destroy the Maskin? That's an excellent idea. They cannot refuse entry to an emissary of Lord Sheogorath. Return at once when you have their deployments. This could make all the difference. Are you... for Sheogorath's glory?
The Ariels will soon pay for their arrogance.
So Sylarn was supposedly the original capital of the Shivering Isles. I'll have to read some books on that to find out how true that may be.
The Ariels will soon pay for their arrogance. A mortal wandering the halls of holy Sylarn, and a male no less. Explain yourself. Then I am at your service. The Grakedric Ulfri commands here. You will wish to speak to her at once, no doubt. She is the Grakedric, commander of the Maskin here at Sylarn. She has never yet been defeated by the Ariels, despite their strength. You know us as Dark Seducers, a name given us by our enemies. But we are the Maskin in our own tongue, Sheogorath's only truly loyal servants. The holy flame can only be lit from the altars of despair and rapture. Alas, the Ariels hold rapture for now. You should speak to the Grakedric Ulfri at once. She will be glad of your help to rid Sylarn of the arrogant Ariels once and for all. Our rivals, the so-called Golden Saints. One day Sheogorath will finally recognize their bull-headed stupidity and expel them from the realm. The counterpart to the Altar of Despair, Rapture is currently held by the Ariels in their complacency, but that will soon change. We hold the Altar of Despair here within the Shrine of the Flame of Agnon. Continue down the corridor if you wish to meditate there upon the fate of all things mortal. For Sheogorath's glory.
So you can join the Dark Seducers and do the sort of same thing.
The Altar of Rapture will be ours. How may I serve?
That's a trap of some sort.
Hail. The Ariels will soon... How may I serve? The altar of rapture will be ours. The altar of rapture will be ours. Begone, mortal, or you will soon find yourself between the Mazkin and their prey. A most dangerous place to be. Then you have arrived just in time to help us defend the Altar of Despair. Once the strength of the Oriels is shattered, I will be honored to light the flame as my Lord Sheogorath commands. The two altars, Blessed Despair and Holy Rapture, feed the great flame of Agnon above us. Only Sheogorath's immortal servants can kindle the altars, and I am at my Lord's command, but I only hold Despair for the moment. The Oriels hold Rapture and are massing to attack us, but never fear, they are no match for us. Once their main force is destroyed, with your help, we can easily take Rapture from the few survivors. Then I will gladly kindle the flame for you. Only the immortal servants of Sheogorath can kindle the altars of despair and rapture, which in turn feed the holy flame of Agnon. Once the Oriels are routed from the altar of rapture, I will be most pleased to command my soldiers to light the flame for Sheogorath's glory. We are expecting the Oriels to attack any moment. They'll come down the main passage from the Altar of Rapture. They always do. They are overconfident as usual. We have prepared many traps and ambushes. It will be a glorious slaughter. Once the Oriels are destroyed, I will light the flame of Agnon for you. Will you help us defend the Altar of Despair? As you wish, but I advise you to join the winning side if you really want the flame relit. The Oriels will never drive us from Sylarn. The Altar of Rapture.
So,
Sheogorath's blessings upon you. Sheogorath's blessings upon you. Sheogorath's blessings upon you. How may I serve?
we can either join the Dark Seducers and relight the flame, or we can join the Oriels and relight the flame. I'll take these just in case I need them. Seems strange to just have this as a resource, but not bone meal.
Sheogorath's blessings upon you.
This is the Underdeep, where their defences are considerably weaker. So yeah, there's lots of opportunities to guide either enemy through these places and just completely destroy one another. Like, you get a lot of options, but you don't get a lot of choice. At the end of the day, this place is retaken. but you get a lot of different ways to take Cylon. Poison dart trap's not bad.
My soul for Sheogorath. For Sheogorath's glory.
Greetings, emissary. We await your command. Are you ready to help us destroy the Mazkin and take control of the Altar of Despair? Are all males so obstinate? Have I not already told you that I consider that route too risky? What makes you think you can persuade me when my own lieutenant cannot? You've seen this with your own eyes? I must be sure it isn't a trap if I'm to take such a risk. Miro was very convincing as well. Very well, we'll risk it. The Underdeep it is. May Sheogorath's divine madness possess us today. Down with the Mazkin! Come, beware! My soul for Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints! Follow that god! Aeton Oriole! Follow that god!
So they are. I think they've got light armor, the Dart Seducers. So that's that, and their mace. That's what the mace looks like. Not the best design, but that's design. Is there anything I can drop that would make it worth it to keep that? Drop those. Do really need the finery. Just want to collect some stuff, really. I suppose I could drop the shield, I'll always get one of those. Into the Underdeep.
Death to the Mazkin, for the glory of Sheogorath. Kneel before the saints. Kneel before the saints. For the mad god. The enemy is upon us. For the mad god. For the mad god. For the mad god.
parkour on my way up? Don't think so. Never mind. Here's me thinking I knew better. No. No, just follow the route. And now we're in the lair of the Mazkin. Just an hour unencumbered. Drip fatigue.
Victory is ours. I have already selected a candidate for the honor of kindling the altar of rapture. I will now claim the honor of victory for myself, here on the altar of despair. The altars can only be kindled by the willing sacrifice of a Mazkin or an Oriole. It is my great honor to release my soul to Oblivion in service to Lord Sheogorath. Farewell. I will not walk these lands for many a year. Go. Thanks to you, the Mazkin have been utterly defeated. For Sheogorath's glory.
And now I must bring back the flame. Ah, it's not that though, is it? The flame. Will be through their base. Because theirs is underground. So unfortunately, if we do succeed, we may not actually see, like in the Grey March, we may not actually see her at all.
Speak quickly. Go.
There we have the flame. We have the flame going on upon our person. What does it actually do? Anything? I think it's just a spell effect that looks good. So, there's no shot the palace.
Blessings, citizen.
Ah, of course. to go to the Sicilian.
You've brought it. The holy flame of Agnon. The fire of inspiration and rapture. If you light the great torch on the mania side of the Sicilian, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you. Do not think about it. Dream about it. Let your mind soar on flights of fancy. I know you will choose well in the end.
Ah, you burn with the purging fire of Agnon, the flame of truth, the flickering beacon of hope in the gloom of despond. Come, light the great torch for dementia. Illuminate the conspiracies, deepen the shadows. The people of Crucible await their hero. Oh no! You don't want to do that. Don't believe their lies. They are no true friends. Don't you see it? How they whisper behind your back. No, light the torch for dementia, and you'll see how we treat our friends. Dementia takes care of its own. You know that the hero who lights the torch for dementia is granted the Ring of Intrigue, a boon for those who would gain access to hidden knowledge. Surely you will do what is right, won't you? Yes, let your mind worry at the problem. Let fear and dismay over making the wrong choice sink their talons deep into your brain. What?
Ushnar in Crucible is afraid of cats. Cats!
I don't actually know how to open the door.
So, I knew I saw the glint of true mania in your eyes, my child. Go now, and let the holy flame inspire the people of Bliss to new heights of madness.
Here we go. Flames are lit.
I'm disappointed in your choice. You'll find Mania to be a fickle friend. I see no reason to talk to you. Pleasure and pain be with you.
The great torch shines with the pure light of Mania. You chose well. In accordance with the ancient tradition, receive now the raiment of Arden Sul in honor of your mighty deed in service to Mania. Knights of Order have come to destroy the realm. Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
Oh, look who's there. The raiment of Arden Sul. There we go. Quite fine. Shield, intelligence, paralysis, and fortification of will. Okay, got time.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. It's going to save me a lot of time. The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Shea. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jiggalad, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before. Why not? Something has to work. Once, I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter, it didn't slow him down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. And it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter. And tears. But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work. Even though it might not. Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader. Someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where the backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the courts of madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side.
Capital O for hour.
No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Artis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Sacellum Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit. It's already started, but you might be able to stop it. We're making you into a leader that people can trust. Someone to look up to. Someone to blame. Once I'm gone, things usually get bad quickly. Lots of defections, lots of carnage, but with you at the helm, things will be different. This time, I'll beat him. I can't stand losing, and I don't mind cheating. Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes.
Let's just see someone else say tar as well.
Another sheep returns to the flock.
Happy times, happy days. Knights of Order have come to destroy the realm.
It's completely different to the text as well, but never mind.
Yes, how we would all aspire to be as great a leader as the first. Our savior, Arden Sul, the greatest duke of the ages. We celebrate him with the ritual of accession, the path to maniac bliss. An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment. Arden Sul was perhaps the greatest duke to walk our land. Many years ago, he decided to hold a night of absolute indulgence, resplendent with dance, wine, and sex, to celebrate his fondness for his brethren. The green moat flowed like water in a stream, as the revelers voraciously succumbed to its rapturous waves. But it was, as the bacchanal reached a crescendo, the people began to clutch their chests as their very hearts exploded. The green moat had taken its toll. The ground stained a deep crimson as the sanguine liquid flowed from their lifeless bodies. To represent that night when the ruler of Mania is to be replaced, he partakes of the green moat and allows his lifeblood to flow upon the altar. Certainly, when the ruler of Mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green moat. During this, the exiting regent imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then Sheogorath gives his blessing, and the cycle is completed.
I'm disappointed in your choice. Blasphemy! Never utter the name of the Dark Deceiver lightly. Though his body is beyond oblivion, his soul encircles us, always watching, waiting to pop. He is the bringer of pain and pleasure. The blade that cuts through our sins like a scythe through wheat. Only a true Demented can appreciate what it means to render his name. I don't like you, and I don't want to talk to you. Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual? As it happened so many years ago, my lord Arden Sul suspected a traitor in his midst. Not wishing to find himself on the wrong end of a blade, he gathered his flock here in the Sacellum. By poisoning the sacramental wine, Arden Sul was able to suppress any such conspiracy in one fell swoop. Yes, he then removed their hearts from their bodies and used his ancient scrying technique known as visceromancy to read their lifeblood. When Arden Sul couldn't divine the traitor's true nature in their hearts, he became distraught and took his own life in the same way. From that day on, the ritual of accession for the throne of Dementia was set. Very well. Spoken like a true son of the Demented. To become the ruler of Dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I can pronounce the heart-bearer a duke or duchess. Then, all that is required is the blessing of our lord, Sheogorath.
So, 2 sides of the coin here.
You're back! How nice for you! Does that mean you've made a decision? Or are you lost? Suicidal? Just let me know. A friendly word of warning before you choose. Once you've decided which duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting.
On the one hand, I think Théoden is... they're both unstable. I think if I kill Syl, things could be better under my rule. If I kill Théoden, however, I can increase the influence of the Golden Saints. Which is Théoden.
A safer choice, perhaps. Maybe you'll live through this. Théoden's a bit lost these days. Not that it's a bad thing, it suits him. Until now. Besides, won't it be a grand surprise when you make his heart burst from too much green moat? Théoden loves surprises. It'll be in full swing soon. Excited? You shouldn't be. It's the death of all things. But if we can get you into shape, we might stand a chance. You'll lead my forces, inspire my people. Hopefully, everyone won't end up dead. He'll be here soon, and I'll be gone. Can't say I like the sound of that. I like the sound of other things, though, like birds, bones cracking. Théoden may be in a constant state of euphoria, but I wouldn't underestimate his intelligence. This is so much fun! We will speak when your task is complete.
Okay, I've got a bit of time, and yeah, I think I'll do this quest now. Hurry things up. What is my new title? I'm still an honoured madman, fair enough. So I need to go to Théoden's court. But if we are to become Sheogorath, perhaps I can appoint an even better ruler of Dementia.
Welcome to the House of Mania. Go.
Rather interesting art.
Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory.
I wonder if there's anywhere else here.
Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory.
Looks like his home is guarded. I have to be careful here. So I have the unrefined green modes.
Halt, Lob.
So do I have a potion of invisibility? I don't believe I do, do I? Not bad, but I can't carry it. So I think I just need to sprinkle that unrefined green mote on his food. but not like that. I like that I've actually just looking at that. No, demo view of Euphoria. Speechcraft. Resist magic and fortify magic. Not bad. I was wearing the blade turn hood earlier, wasn't I? Might need my ring of feather on actually. I have to be careful about getting out of here because I have stolen goods on my person. I'll just let that uncaught. I think I got enough unrefined green motes. What I really do with learning how to make myself invisible. Well, even just chameleon would be great. Spectral form I can't do. Just have to keep leveling up illusion, I think. I'll find someone who can train me in it. If I come to think of it, I don't know if there are actually skill trainers in the Shivering Isles. So let's get through some of these potions. Do I have any potions of sorcery? Yes, I do. How much does that improve my illusion skill? Not by much, but we are getting there. I suppose I will be able to look.
Welcome to the Halcyon Conservatory.
Around here when I'm Duke of Mania.
Welcome to the House of Mania.
I wonder where his stewards stay.
What can I do for you on this fine, fine day? Heretics are misguided worshippers of Arden Sul. If I were you, I'd check with Thedan's steward, Wide-Eye. You can usually find her roaming around New Sheoth, or spending a lot of time on the palace ground. May all your days be filled with enlightenment and mirth.
How can I help you this fine day? Cutter sells weapons in Crucible, but you won't catch me going there. Such a kind and noble man. In times like these, it's good to have a leader who still enjoys all the modern pleasures Mania has to offer. Well, yes. Apart from enjoying his painting, reading a good book, or a rousing night of erotic bedroom games. I'm speaking of Greenmote, of course. There is no greater pleasure. If I didn't have such a busy daily routine, I'd likely indulge myself in its pleasures more often. At the risk of being rude, I must confess I don't like talking about the specifics of my routine. Théoden has too many enemies that may turn that knowledge against him. He depends on me quite dearly.
Okay, I'll have to really wrap this up.
We'll see. Thank you. How kind. Very well. I see little harm in telling you. After a bit of reading in the garden and running my special errand at noon, I like to shop at Books of Bliss. Around 8 p.m. we are served dinner. Gundlar is quite a chef and prepares Théoden's meals personally, adding just a hint of Greenmote. After that, we dance, we sing, or we do whatever else suits my lord's tastes. Greenmote is the refined version of the spores that are harvested from the spore trees that dot Mania. We keep the Greenmote safely tucked inside the Greenmote silo. You can imagine the ruckus if its location was known. Only a select few, such as myself, know the silo's location. However, we are sworn to secrecy. There isn't enough gold or enough jokes in the world that would convince me to tell you where the Greenmote is located. Yes, I must attend to him. Speaking to you has already cost me time. I must go.
Let's not talk to the chef.
What can I do for you on this fine, fine day? I've heard of such a grand place. Ah, to imagine all that wonderful Greenmote under one roof. Oh, we'll... Thank you. May all your days be filled with enlightenment and mirth.
Around noon. I think I know where this is. I'll over to a device, so I might be able to find this myself. Yep. Okay, let's see if I can go there myself. Yeah. I wonder if she'll be here. Oh god, do I have to actually follow her all the way?
Welcome to the House of Mania.
Yes. Let's first of all see if she can't get there on her own.
Welcome to the House of Mania.
There we go. That of axe is nice. Is that even better than the one I've got on now? Cruelty's Heart. Why am I wearing Cruelty's Heart? Oh, for the strength probably. Ah, okay. Still pretty good. So I'm guessing there's dark seducers, but nope. There are guards, but they are golden saints. Well, don't mind me. I think I'll just help myself to all this. To make sure I've got plenty. Right, it's time to follow wide out, I think, and then I'm in the dark, this might work. Yeah. And if you're in any slight amount of darkness, you can usually just walk in front of people like that. As long as you don't touch them, and you're generally safe. Hi. Okay.
Good day to you.
So what do I have to do now? Do I have to speak to Theod? I need to get to his kitchen. Ah, okay. But that would be trespassing, so I need to do it before 8 o'clock, does it say? I'll get to his food and wine, I think.
Welcome to...
Okay.
Go.
Just wait for this to wear off. And he leads in about 10 minutes.
Ah, you again. A pleasure, I'm sure. No time for chatter now. I have a few important things to attend to. Or did I? Ah, well. Oh, my, yes. I feel especially delighted this evening. Perhaps it's time I recited my latest soliloquy. There. The lady fair, our love is told, with hair as fine as soft spun gold, lips as red as a sun-drenched dawn, skin as soft as a newborn fawn, eyes as blue as a cerulean sea. Ah, what? My heart can't breathe. Help me.
There's no need to mourn. The ritual has begun. Be happy.
Let's just watch this for a minute. Be happy! Yeah.
May all your days be filled with enlightenment and mirth.
Yours too.
I never suspected it was Thaden's time, but what's done is done. I honor his choice. I'm sure we'll speak again.
What a beautiful night to send Thaden on his way. Have we granted the title yet? So yeah, you can't have both titles at the same time. You can either be the Duke of Mania or the Duke of Dementia. Or you can be the Duchess of Mania, the Duchess of Dementia. Here they are, the Golden Saints.
You have made your choice and forsaken the name Arden Sul. I have no wish to speak to you.
What else can I help you with on this glorious day? May Arden Sul enrich your mind and guide your heart.
You have things to do.
Talking to me isn't one of them. We will speak when your task is complete.
Once again has the ritual of accession come full circle. The blood of Théoden has been consumed by Arden Sul's will, and all of Mania welcomes you with open arms. I now declare you Duke of Mania of the Shivering Isles. May your light shine upon all our happiest days. May Arden Sul enrich your mind and guide your heart.
Am I now the Duke? Nope, still not the Duke of Mania yet. Okay. I'm gonna have it formally ratified.
Yes! Done it! The ritual is complete, and you've survived!
Oh, sorry, let's load that again, because just touching my phone charger cable makes it go, oh, shit.
Done it! The ritual is complete, and you've survived! A shame about Théoden, but it's how he would have wanted it to go. Now, on to other...
Wait, I must speak. The ritual must not be completed.
Syl! You dare interrupt me? Only I interrupt me. Like just then. I'm speaking with someone. We'll talk later. Or not. When is later exactly? Not now, I'm sure of that. Guards! I think Syl forgot how to use the door. Kindly show her out. Before I forget myself.
Théoden? Dead? You've done this. It was you all along.
Hold your tongue, little Duchess, or I'll tear it from your mouth.
Replacing Théoden with this outsider? This is how it ends. I should have seen this coming.
Calm yourself, Syl. You're making my teeth itch. You still hold your office? I suggest you see to your duties.
Oh, I see what's going on. I should have seen it before. You conspire to destroy us all. You're a fool if you think I'll allow this to happen.
Fool? Visionary! Change is in the air, Syl. Breathe it deep. Bathe in its scent. Bottle it up, save some for later.
Order stands at our door. They've taken the fringe. Did you even know? Do you care? And you speak change.
Change will preserve us. It is the lifeblood of the Isles. It will move mountains. It will mount movements.
There has to be a way to escape.
Then go, Syl. Return to your quarters before I send you back in pieces.
Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll go. The enemy of my enemy orders the keep close.
No! Let her go.
This is not over, Mad God. I give myself to Jigalag. As a priest of order, I'll be safe. Your empire will crumble before the armies of order.
Wondering why I let her go, aren't you? I can see it in your face. Mostly in the eyes. I may take those from you when this is done. This has never happened before! The ruler of dementia turning traitor? Unprecedented! I've seen others defect, but never a duke! Maybe we're onto something here. We'll see how it plays out. It can't be worse than what's happened before. I do, I did, and I won't say it again. But that's enough about that. You're the ruler of Mania. Oh, just look at you. You're positively beaming. You now have the power to summon golden saints. They've always served the Duke of Mania. I think it's the bright colors. They just love them. And here is the Ring of Lordship, a symbol of your new station. Symbols are important. They carry weight in this realm, and others. You would be well served to remember that. She was right about that. I can feel it. In my bones. Little ones. The Grey March has swept the fringe. Aura gathers its forces there as we speak. And I hate when people gather forces in my fringe! You'll need to put an end to that. Stop them. My army should already be there, but I want you to see what you can do to help. If they continue to marshal their forces there, we won't be able to contain them. Make sure they can't. It swept the fringe! That's not good! See if you can't hold them off there, because if you can't, everyone is going to die. No pressure. They'll get more and more active as the Grey March continues. If they've already taken the fringe, they must have one there already. I really hate those things.
So now I'm the Duke of Mania, and that's where we're going to call it. I think before the next part I'm going to have to drop some stuff off back in Tamriel, because I don't really want to be playing inventory management in the middle of a session, so yeah. But we have things to do.
Speak quickly. We've received reports that the Fringe has come under attack by the forces of order. We've been commanded to hold our posts and be watchful. Go.
So this may continue tonight. I'll probably upload it as I'm playing.
Can't sleep. The walls aren't safe.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. But in the meantime, we've got to look at taking back the Fringe. Oh, I can't actually take the teleporter back because the Gates of Madness are under attack. So, kind of have to deal with that now. Hopefully, I'll find out if there's some safe storage to be had in the Shivering Isles, and then see where we go from there. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, take care, and in the next part we'll again be continuing this, maybe to some side quests as well. Alright, see you later. Ta-ta for now, as soon as I can find OBS, as soon as I can find my cursor, thank you very much. Right, see you later, bye.